your dad asked you to marry a black woman,
He did.
and then she ended up
He wouldn't do it unless he asked me permission.
right.
And I told him, hey, Pops.
You
got
said, go on and do your thing.
Source.
Right. So then he had the bar. You said, where was this bar?
Well, that's where he met her.
Oh, he met her at the bar.
Well, because he owned the bar.
Yeah.
And then he had a manager named Doc. I'll never forget what he told me one time. But,
what years did he own that bar? Where was the bar at? You said
had to be in the early '80s.
Yeah.
The disco, the Commodores and everything were really tight.
Is that right?
Yeah. He actually had the imitation of the Commodores in the place.
What was the name of the bar again?
Sportsman International.
Sportsman Internet, and it was where?
40th and down at 40th and National, I think. That's close. 40th and National was where my grandparents owned a lot of apartments.
Wow.
A lot.
Yeah.
And then Dad got into the bar business.
Right.
And then he met Mary Kay, and I used to go down there as a kid and clean up the bar in the morning.
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
You said it was across the street from
Paul Lowe's Liquor.
Paul Lowe's Liquor. I used to go there
Charger.
since a kid. Yeah. Yeah, my mom knew him.
Yeah, I used to go in there and
My uncle. I don't wonder if you maybe know my uncle. He taught karate for years. His name is Chicken. No? Yeah, he can be knowing everybody.
anyways, Doc told me one time, he goes, he was a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And he goes, hey, look at I want to tell you, he said, there's all kinds of niggers. He says there's black ones, there's yellow ones,
Yeah.
white ones,
Oh,
there's
Lord.
brown ones.
Yeah.
He says, so behave yourself.
Right.
He was my dad's manager. I really liked that guy.
And his name was Doc.
His name was Doc.
Was he black?
Yeah, he was a black guy.
Yeah. Huh.
And we used to throw parties up at Dad's place up in Spring Valley, and that's where the point was I'm trying to get to is he used to throw parties and interracial parties, and we would just have a great time. Big patio,
Right.
and just dancing the night away. It was a lot of fun. And then on 1977, Thanksgiving Day, I was working down at the gas station where I had 2 jobs. And my girlfriend comes crying to me at midday, Thanksgiving Day. She comes crying. I said, what the hell are you crying for? She says, your house is on fire.
Whoa. Your dad's or yours?
My dad's.
Oh, my God.
The mansion.
Yeah.
I was telling you about 7 bedroom, 5.5 bath, garage,
Yeah.
2-stall garage, 8 quarters,
So what high school did you go to?
Monta Vista.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Didn't want me to go to Mount McGill. But anyways,
So was that Shakey's Pizza there when you was there?
Mhm.
Because that was there for a long time, huh? Yeah.
my paper routes used to cover all of Spring Valley. 3 of them. Before football practice.
Did you know any of the last guys named Wright? Black guys?
Yeah,
They was like big and like doing the newspaper thing. Like everybody, all the boys, I don't know if their dad had it first, but every one of the boys had it after that. Like, yeah.
now I used to run with another black guy. He was a fast runner at junior school, him and I became really good friends. He was the fastest guy on the field, and he went to Mount McGill and got himself a scholarship.
Yeah.
He was fast enough to be a wide receiver or a running back, one of the two. But after he got out of there, I lost track of him. And he taught me a lot about Stenema as far as running and being a nice person, and he was a really cool guy.
Right.
But so anyways, the house burnt down on 1977, completely gutted it. And that's the first time that I ever saw my father cry.
Oh.
And the reason why he was crying is because his wife, Mary Kay, didn't make the payment on the insurance on the house.
Oh.
So it wasn't insured.
Wow.
That's when the whole family split up and went all our different ways.
Now that's heartbreaking right there, man.
Yeah. Kicked out of the curb.
Oh, man.
Firstly out of high school.
Yeah.
It was literally kicked to the curb. Anyway, I think it made us all tough, though. Maybe it was for a reason. But then he divorced her right after that.
So did he have the bar still at that time, or?
Yeah, well, when their marriage fell apart, I think he had enough of the bar and everything, and he just packed his bag and moved to Fort Irwin.
Right.
Went back to the military. Ran the NCO club up at
Fort Irwin. Where's that? Like up by?
That's Barstow.
Yeah, that's Barstow, huh?
Yeah, but it's 40 miles from Barstow.
Right.
A lot of wicked stories out of that one,
Yeah,
too.
buddy. I tried to get a little piece of property out there because I was thinking about that base out there. I was like, man, you could really work something right here.
Well,
Because
that's what he did, was he went out and bought a piece of property halfway between Barstow and Fort Irwin.
Yeah.
And he's running the NCO club out there.
Look
And
at
then he
that.
ran a National Guard unit in Barstow.
Oh.
So he split it. That's what he did, but he bought a piece of property there.
And he got it probably dirt cheap
Oh, yeah.
back then.
One time he was
$50 for a piece of $50 an acre.
Oh, yeah.
Here, man,
I
give me
wouldn't-
$25 an acre, man.
That's where I got some of my backhoe experience.
Yeah.
Dug him some septic tanks out there.
Okay.
He went out and bought a friggin' backhoe and
Yeah.
let me run it, and I dug
Man,
all
I
the
thought
holes
you was
for it.
talking about some hoes out on the street, man. You said them backhoes. I said, what?
Oh, not that kind of backhoe. No, he's never done that to me yet.
So when did Pops pass away?
No, Dad's
or he's still
alive,
living?
Yeah, he just got through.
Wow.
You know what's really funny is that when I was having my heart attack,
Yeah. Oh, okay. You were there. He's in Minnesota?
no, he's in El Cajon.
Oh, okay. So he's still, yeah.
So when I was having my heart attack, he was in surgery having a triple bypass
Oh,
at the same time.
wow.
And so we got to talking about that, and he goes, "Oh, it's
What's your dad's name?
same name as me,
Richard?
Richard Allen. Yeah.
Dang.
3 of us,
That's a trip.
same name."
That's something. I got 2 boys with the same name as me.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
You gotta have something to remember you by.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's been a good trip, and I'm telling you what, it ain't over yet.
Right.
We're going into overdrive.
Yes, sir. So you know how to do those septic tanks?
Yeah. Well, The thing about it is that
You think it would be easier now to do them or harder now than it was when you was doing it?
it's not that. It's the equipment that you use to dig it.
You gotta dig it. You gotta
Okay, a
dig.
backhoe is you gotta. That's it's all about hydraulics and your hand control.
Right.
Ida hand control with a machine between you.
You was pretty raw with it.
I was at that time, but after I dug that hole in the sand, I almost capsized it,
Yeah.
but I dug myself way out of it.
Yeah.
My dad was really surprised, just being new on a machine that I crawled it out of there like a scorpion.
That is something. He said, Pop, my dad had a bar right across the street from Paul Lowe's.
Yep.
I'm like, shoot, I used to be at this house when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
These guys would perform.
You ever used to see Kellen Winslow?
Never got to meet the guy.
Because is he from San Diego? I know he was in San Diego for all those years.
I don't. You know what? For some reason, it rings that he, was from here, but
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
But I know he had a house like, where was that house we used to go swimming at? Damn near probably like,
It's a shame that he went down that path.
Yeah.
And then
I wonder what happened to Kellen.
I don't.
Man, is that crazy? You know his son, I wonder, I'm going to have to look him up. Because I wonder if he's still incarcerated. Because he was in around Encinitas or something, and he was going up to people's houses or something and went in.
Kellen?
Yeah, I think he was trying to, I don't know if he was raping them or something crazy, man. Some crazy crap.
I didn't hear anything about that. The one that was a great year for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Those people.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Speedy. You know, when I was in grade school, Speedy Duncan came to my school.
Is that right?
John Paul Jones and Kearney Mesa. Sarah Mesa.
Yeah.
He came to my school. That's what inspired me to get involved in the Chargers.
Yeah.
That guy made an impression on me.
Yeah.
And then he
did all that work, man, and now they gone.
Yeah.
Is that crazy? Because I've got to see a few different generations of Chargers throughout my growing up.
Yeah.
And I can't believe how that happened.
We were fortunate.
Yeah.
They were good times. I call those the golden days.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when people were real people and they played together.
Yeah. Just had fun, enjoyed life.
Yeah.
I was a little too young, but I would see them having fun.
I had this little girl. Her name was Cynthia Webb.
Where was she out of?
We were out of Sarah Mesa.
Oh, so she's from San Diego.
Yeah. We grew up together.
Yeah.
In Sarah Mesa at that time.
Yeah.
And her brother's the one that got me into rodeo.
So when did you live in Sarah Mesa?
I grew up in Sarah Mesa, and then I moved to Spring Valley.
Oh.
But
so Pops was staying where the money was at. He was
Yeah,
he knew where the property, because Sarah Mesa, I remember, was a lot of dirt too.
yeah, well, Kearney Mesa was my motorcycle grounds.
Yeah.
I got into
That's where you
motorcycles.
rode motorcycles in the dirt.
It was nothing but flat land.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But anyway, Cynthia and I, when we were 10, when the state...
So you was born when?
59.
Okay, 59. So when you
We're
was
talking 60.
riding motorcycles in 65, 75, 70.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
75, 70, Kearney Mesa was
Old
dirt.
Taco.
Huh?
Old Tacos.
Hey, but
That's the name of the bike.
is that crazy? It was dirt though. In
And
Kearney Mesa.
Yeah, it was flat land.
Wow.
The only thing that was out there was the airport. That's it. Anyway, Cynthia and I, we would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and ride from Serra Mesa down to Jack Murphy Stadium when it was being built.
And that was a lot of dirt down there too, huh? It was farms or something down
It
there.
was all cornfield.
Cornfields?
Yeah.
Is that crazy? Look, that's how it is in St. Louis when you go across the river and you go to the strip clubs. I'll never forget when my folks took me there one time, first time at night, about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. You driving through the cornfields. I'm like, where is y'all taking me? Man, it was a strip club. And that was like 25 years ago, 30 years ago. I wonder, they got that property so dirt cheap, man.
So we used to go down there early in the morning, and the gates weren't up at Jack Murphy Stadium.
Yeah,
They weren't up yet.
no.
And the big spirals, they had thrown sand on them to cure the concrete. So we would push our bikes all the way up to the top
Yeah.
and power slide our bicycles all the way down. She and I would do it. And we had so much fun. Well, when they closed the gates, then we would get up in the morning and ride to Presidio Park and do the same thing on the lawns up there
Right.
until they outlawed it because you were tearing up the lawns.
Yeah.
But when I moved away from there, I lost contact with her, but her brother got me into rodeo. And then it wasn't until she turned 21 that I met her down at a bar down underneath the bridge there in Mission Valley.
Right.
And smoking hot. Red dress, smoking
You said,
hot.
what was her name? Cynthia?
Yeah, Cynthia Webb.
Webb.
Smoking hot. And
I wonder where she's at now.
that's what I was wondering.
You've been looking for her. He said that was what I was.
She was actually my first love,
Right.
you know, and I had a chance to get it right there, but I was insecure at the time.
Right.
I
My
did.
boy said, my
she had a
boy
bunch
said
of
that's
girls
what I was
around her.
looking at.
Huh?
He said that's what I was looking at. I was trying to find this shit. That's funny.
Yeah,
Probably when was the last time you seen her?
that was the last time I saw her.
What
Thought
year?
about driving back up in the old neighborhood and seeing if she's there. Probably got a family and all that kind of stuff by now.
Right.